Hey there, science fans! Ever notice that right after a great workout you don't smell so bad? It's true. That's because sweat itself doesn't have a strong odor. Confused? Don't worry, we're about to unravel this stinky mystery. The real reason we get a bit ripe after exercising is all about the tiny creatures living on our skin bacteria. Get ready to explore the fascinating world of sweat, bacteria, and the chemistry that creates those familiar post-workout aromas. Let's start with the basics. Sweat is mostly water, that's right, plain old H2O, but it also contains tiny amounts of other stuff like salt, sugar, and electrolytes. These ingredients are essential for our bodies to function properly, but they don't have a strong smell on their own. Think about it, a glass of water with a pinch of salt and sugar doesn't make your nose wrinkle up, does it? So, if sweat isn't the culprit, what's causing the stink? Now here's where things get interesting. When we think about sweat, we often associate it with unpleasant odors. But did you know that sweat itself is actually odorless? That's right, the liquid that our bodies produce to cool us down doesn't have any smell at all. So, where does that familiar post-workout stench come from? Our skin is home to billions of tiny organisms called bacteria. These microscopic inhabitants are an integral part of our skin's ecosystem. They live on the surface of our skin, in our pores, and even in the hair follicles. These bacteria are so small that you can't see them with the naked eye. They're so small you need a microscope to see them. Scientists have spent years studying these tiny creatures to understand their role in our health and hygiene. And what they've found is fascinating. These bacteria are usually harmless and even helpful, playing a role in protecting our skin. They form a barrier against harmful pathogens and help maintain the skin's natural balance. However, their role changes when we start to sweat. But when we sweat, we provide them with a tasty feast. Sweat is composed of water, salts, proteins, and fatty acids. While the water and salts evaporate to cool us down, the proteins and fatty acids remain on the skin. You see, bacteria love to munch on the proteins and fatty acids found in our sweat. They break these substances down through a process called bacterial metabolism. This process is essential for the bacteria's survival and growth. And guess what? Their digestion process releases certain smelly byproducts. These byproducts are volatile organic compounds, which are responsible for the characteristic odor we associate with sweat. Different types of bacteria produce different smells, which is why body odor can vary from person to person. These byproducts are what create that distinctive post-workout odor. So the next time you catch a whiff of that familiar scent, remember that it's not the sweat itself, but the bacteria on your skin that are the real culprits. Understanding this can help us better manage body odor and appreciate the complex ecosystem that exists on our skin. Not all bacteria are created equal when it comes to smell. In fact, the world of bacteria is incredibly diverse, with each type having its own unique characteristics and behaviors. Some bacteria are completely odorless, while others can produce a range of smells, from pleasant to downright offensive. Some types are stinkier than others. This is because different bacteria produce different compounds when they break down sweat and other substances on our skin. These compounds are what we perceive as body odor. For example, bacteria are known for producing a cheesy odor. This is because they break down sweat into volatile fatty acids, which have that distinct, cheesy tang. These fatty acids are similar to those found in certain types of cheese, which is why the smell can be so familiar. They break down sweat into volatile fatty acids, which have that distinct, cheesy tang. This process is a natural part of how our bodies regulate temperature and eliminate waste, but it can also lead to some unpleasant smells. Another culprit is, which can create a more vinegary or ammonia-like smell. These bacteria produce different compounds when they break down sweat, leading to a variety of odors. These bacteria thrive in warm, moist environments like our sweaty armpits. When we exercise or get hot, we create the perfect conditions for these bacteria to multiply and produce odor. The types of bacteria on our skin can vary depending on factors like genetics, diet, and hygiene. For example, people who eat a lot of spicy foods may have different bacteria on their skin than those who eat a more bland diet. Similarly, people who shower frequently may have different bacteria than those who don't. So, the specific blend of bacteria on your skin contributes to your unique body odor fingerprint. This means that no two people smell exactly the same, even if they use the same deodorant or soap. Your body odor is as unique as your fingerprint, and it's all thanks to the diverse community of bacteria living on your skin. Section 5, From Gym Sock to Science Lab. Proof is in the pungency. Have you ever wondered why your gym socks smell so bad after a workout? It's not just the sweat itself, but a fascinating interplay of biology and chemistry that creates that unmistakable odor. Don't just take my word for it. This isn't just anecdotal evidence or something we've all experienced without understanding. There's real science behind it. Scientists have studied this phenomenon in labs around the world. They have delved deep into the microscopic world to uncover the secrets behind body odor. They've identified the specific chemical compounds produced by bacteria when they break down sweat, confirming the link between bacteria and body odor. These compounds are the culprits behind the pungent smell that we often associate with sweat. For example, one study found that a compound called 3-methyl-2-hexanoic acid, produced by bacteria, is a major contributor to the characteristic body odor smell. This compound is just one of many that scientists have identified, but it's not just about identifying these compounds. Researchers are also interested in understanding how these bacteria thrive in such environments and what conditions make them more active. So, the next time you catch a whiff of your gym clothes, remember that you're experiencing the fascinating world of microbial metabolism in action. It's a reminder of the complex and often invisible world that exists all around us, even in the most mundane places like a gym locker room. This understanding has practical applications too. By knowing which bacteria are responsible for body odor, scientists can develop better deodorants and antiperspirants that target these specific microbes. Imagine a future where your deodorant is not just masking the smell, but actually neutralizing the bacteria that cause it. This is the direction in which current research is heading. The collaboration between microbiologists, chemists, and product developers is paving the way for more effective and longer-lasting solutions to body odor. So, the next time you're at the gym and you catch that familiar scent, take a moment to appreciate the science behind it. It's a small but fascinating example of how our bodies and the microscopic world interact in ways we are only beginning to understand. Section 6. Fighting the funk tips for a fresher you. Now that we understand the science behind body odor, let's talk about how to manage it. First and foremost, good hygiene is key. Showering regularly with soap helps remove sweat and reduce the bacteria population on your skin. Wearing breathable fabrics like cotton allows sweat to evaporate more quickly, making it harder for bacteria to multiply. And don't forget to wash your workout clothes regularly. Those bacteria love clinging to sweaty fabrics. Section 7. The nose knows understanding body odor signals. Remember, sweat itself is important for regulating body temperature and flushing out toxins. Body odor can sometimes be a sign that something else is going on in your body. If you notice a sudden change in your body odor or if it's unusually strong, it's a good idea to check in with your doctor. Section 8. Embracing our inner animals. Sweating is natural. At the end of the day, remember that sweating is a completely natural and essential bodily function. All mammals sweat, and it plays a vital role in keeping us cool and healthy. So, don't be afraid to break a sweat. Just remember to practice good hygiene and you'll be good to go. Section 9. Stay fresh, stay curious. That's the smelly science of body odor. I hope you enjoyed learning about the fascinating world of bacteria and their role in creating those post-workout aromas. Remember, knowledge is power, and by understanding the science behind everyday phenomena, we can make informed choices about our health and well-being. Stay curious, my friends.